one way or another. It's cut day. Yeah. Put them scissors down. Don't run with sharp items. Yeah. All right. Appreciate everybody for jumping in. Shout out to all of the All-Stars, the HBOs, and the SGs. Let's go. Yeah. The name, Law Nation. Come on. Mama said there will be days like this. I cannot believe it. If you don't think so,
you must be out your goddamn mind.
Yeah. One way or another. Almost there, still setting up. Yeah. Here we go. Almost finished. Right. Come on, nation. Wake up. Tell your friends, your neighbors, where to go.
I want me some glory hole.
Come on. Let's go. One way or another. Yeah. Come on, nation. Don't run with those scissors. Yeah. All right, nation. Hey, it is what it is at this point. Mama said it will be days like this. Life like this, I wish. Raindrops will fall. Young Eddie Kane. Thang. Y'all remember that movie? Life like this, I wish. Raindrops will fall. Shout out to you, CJ. Appreciate you. Shout out to you, Kenny. I see you over there, fam. It will be days like this. According to the Dallas Cowboys website, I'm going to post a link so that you guys can follow and read along, right? Give me 1 second here. Let me post this right quick. We bringing it. We right here. And we ain't going no anywhere. Yeah. Life like this, I wish. All right. Appreciate you. All right. So I got it right here. And we got that right there. And you guys can click on the link and read along. I do believe that Reggie Robinson, 3 of the 5 guys were injured. They was talking about the 2020 4th round draft pick, Reggie Robinson, the cornerback, suffered, a toe injury, right? And he will be out. Fullback Sewo, he'll be gone, right? NFL rule states that players that go on injury reserve before the start of the season is not eligible to return at any point this year. So he gone. Since you've been gone. Anthony Hines, he's waived. Kyron Brown, he's gone. Brennan Eagles, he's gone. So they trimmed the fat off of this roster for the first wave. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, Reggie was a casualty of the previous coaching staff. Let me throw this out here again. Reggie was a casualty of the previous coaching staff. Anytime you take a young defensive back and you put him at safety, which is primarily his position as cornerback, those are a lot of reps. Those are a lot of snaps that he didn't get a chance to fulfill, So, and then keep in mind, like, we went through a whole bunch of defensive back this year, right? You got Boss Man Fad, you got Nashawn, you got Izzy. So those reps, hey, slim pickings out there. So, and then you can't get injured, and you got to show up. You got to give us a little something, Cowboy Nation. You don't have to give us a lot, Black Don 18 says, still a lot of fat. Yeah, there's a lot of fat. Just trimmed a little bit on it. Trimmed a little bit off of it, And then throw that part back into the skillet so you can get some of that good juice action on the meat, So this is not a death sentence to these guys. This is a wake-up call. Like something that you didn't do right, something that you didn't do enough to get or spark attention. But it's not over with, This is not over with. I just want these young guys, if I can just yell out to them, it's not over with. The race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the mighty or strong, but it's to he that is endureth to the end. So you just got to figure this thing out, endure, see, okay, I got this tape. I'm going to chop this up. I'm going to present it. I'm going to create my own YouTube page, Facebook page, Twitter, Twitch, and start marketing yourself. Start putting out your information so another team can be like, okay. Maybe we'll bring them in for a cup of coffee, right? Let me know if I'm lying. Danucci and Steele should have went first. This is JR214. Formalities of it, man. They got to have a camp on, right? Got to have a camp on, and let's not sleep on Steele, although, is he a reserve steel? Is he aluminum steel? But that is the situation. What is this Tebow talk is all about, man? Yeah, Josh Johnson, man, what are y'all talking about with Tebow? And that was a solid for him to get out there on the field. Is he still with the Jaguars, right? Is he still with them? He got cut. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a solid. Sometimes you get done or get favors from on a solid, It's as Modi is, like he says, it's a cold-blooded game. Cold-blooded. So I could tell you that they really, really favor Sewo, and they really want to keep him. And he had that disheveled face yesterday out there in practice, and I can tell that he probably knew, but he tried to keep good spirits. So some people know, right? Like, hey, hang on there. We got something for you. Yeah, Tebow mania is crazy. Icy is saying it. A lot of people want Tebow. I think, didn't Tebow and Jerry Wayne got into it before? Didn't Jerry say, as long as I'm alive, Tebow won't play it for me or something like that? I could be off. But wherever he go, I hope he's okay. But he got more money than we can count. Trust me. Tebow all right. He's worse than Ben. David. Yeah, I mean, Danucci. We got another practice, I believe, on Friday. And I believe that's just going to be a walkthrough, the casuals of the casuals, implementing some things. And then shout out to you, Joe, Italy Joe. Appreciate you for jumping in. And then we'll go into the preseason game this weekend. Yeah. And this weekend is supposed to be the quote-unquote dress rehearsal. That's when you probably see some things that's going on. I want to raise this right quick to a lot of people. I read your comments. I need to stop it, but I read the comments. It's poisonous to my mind. But, I read it because of the fact that this is the best way I can communicate with you all to get your thoughts, collectively speaking, and your opinions on matters, of things that supposed to matter in these sorts of things. But there is a notion that preseason, everybody should be the same, according to where you was drafted at, that if such and such was able to do it, how come this person is not able to do it? But not knowing that when you're talking about preseason, it's a glorified, we're not glorified practice. It's not a real game, actually. There's no scouting. We're going to set out a plan. We're going to try to come up with a philosophy or scheme to work to go against this particular setup or this particular read. There's no philosophy in this situation. They're just rolling out what they can put out there as it relates to their players, as it relates to, hey, I want to get an extra look at Brennan Eagles. But when you're talking about week one NFL, like actual NFL, there will be a thing called game planning. There will be a thing called, we studied and we did our research on this guy. This is what they do. This is what we take away. But in preseason, it's not that. It's not that. So when people hit me up and say, hey, Patrick Surtain had a pick six, he's going to be the next Deion Prime. He's going to go to the Hall. I feel you on that. But you got to understand, there's so many variables that comes into play, right? Now, is Patrick Surtain a brilliant cornerback? Yeah. Wouldn't mind having a Patrick Surtain on this team? No, I wouldn't mind at all. But we got to dance with the lady we got. We can't be looking around and say, oh, she's pretty. Oh, she's sexy. Oh, I want to dance with her. No, love the one you with. Collectively speaking, metaphorically speaking, or however, you guys get what I'm saying, right? Love the one. Oh, let me use this one. Old folks say, ride the horse you rode in on, right? We got Parsons. We didn't have the chance to grab the other guy, right? So let Parsons be our particular horse we ride in on. One of the fastest linebackers out there. He can be just about everything or anything for the nation. Yeah, David, preseason don't count. Because, Johnny Manziel, George said Johnny Manziel is out there. Yeah, Perez, appreciate you. He probably low-key be better than Cooper Rush and Danucci. But shout out to Ben. At least he gave us some live action in that last preseason game. And he was the first quarterback for the 2021 to score a touchdown for the Dallas Cowboys in the preseason, if you want to let that count for anything. Right? But, yeah, David, so you can't get too high on preseason, nor can you get too low on preseason. Right? It's nothing more, nothing less. Shout out to Moving the Change. Yeah, be sure to check out the articles that they put out, man. It's just fantastic. Appreciate you. I wrote about that Saturday. Preseason is to build. Yeah. Yes, CD had been thrown at, and his route ended up on a running into a triple coverage. This is Choctaw, Montana, 808. Yeah. And another thing is, I don't think that teams in preseason are game planning to pick on a certain player. They don't do that. It's preseason. Half of these guys are trying to get their resume out there so that when they get cut, somebody can say, hey, man, remember that preseason game? You know what they say, old scouts say, if you've seen it once, you can see it again. Ian says, who got cut? the people that got cut, let me repeat. I posted an article somewhere in there. So the first cut is down from 90 to 85. One been Reggie Robinson. The other one is Sewo. The other one is, that's 2. Anthony Hines is 3. Kyron Brown is 4. And then Brennan Eagles is 5. Those are your 5 guys. Somebody can put it in the chat, and I'll try to pin it to the top. Yeah, somebody can put it in the chat right quick on the YouTube, and I can pin it. I don't know about Facebook. I don't have access to pin it on Facebook while I'm live right now. But you guys, it's not the end of their careers because they got the axe or what have you. It's not the end. You know, they got a long way to go in their careers. They made more money than probably what we fight to retire with if they manage their money right. Especially, I think Kyron Brown, he signed a 2-year contract, and I believe the signing bonus was like kind of close to $1 million. So, yeah, you know, by the time I retire, hopefully I get much unless somebody. That's Reggie. We cut Reggie, not Rashard been cut. You know, his cousin been cut. So Reggie, we cut Reggie, not Rashard. Rashard been cut. Yo, let me see who. CJ, you did it? Let me see who got it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I'm gonna pin yours, CJ. Give me 1 second, CJ. Oh, should I add you as a moderator? My bad, CJ. Here we go. Nah, you up there, bro. You up there. Yeah, you up there. Here we go. Trauma Entertainment says I knew that Reggie would be out. Yeah, I mean, oh my goodness. And y'all know he was my dark horse last season. I said, man, I can't wait to see Reggie. I love the fact that he was in Tulsa, where he was playing at. I believe he had Tulsa, right? He was a special teams guy, made special teams play. Last season when he was finally given a chance and an opportunity on a special team play, he ran down there, knocked the football out, caused a fumble or what have you. And then it's just one of those situations whereas a lot of times people look at safety play and say, oh, it's an easy situation. You're a good cornerback, you'll be a good safety. No, that's not the case. Yeah, they cut Sewo terminal. But my thing is he had to have no slip-ups, and by him getting injured, it just put everything back. Casualties in war, friendly grenade, all of that stuff. That's just what happened to him. And Sewo, same situation as far as injuries came around the wrong time, because I'm quite sure that they would have got rid of somebody else instead of him, and we will be able to see him in this preseason game. But when we think about, like, let's say this, I'm trying to reserve all of my 53-man talk, like the final 53. We're going to have to hurry up and do an emergency roundtable talk, and as well as with the final word, we're going to try to hurry up and do something as well with that. But we got to hurry up and do the 53 because after the game this weekend, they got to do some more cut. They got to cut it some more. They get that weed out of here, man. You got to cut some more. Got to cut it down some more. Let me see. After according to the Dallas Cowboys website, after this preseason game, they got to cut it all the way, cut 5 more. So practice now is going to be edgy. It should be like everybody got their back up against the wall type of practice. Whereas you drop the ball, somebody with a notepad going to be like, hey, you just dropped the ball. I didn't. Come on, coach. You got to keep me. Or you run the wrong route. You run a 9 and it's supposed to have been a 7. Hey, you didn't pick up that vernacular or that particular setup on the offensive command. You wasn't in your playbooks. You was eating your oodles and noodles all on Instagram, messing with the IG models, So that is what these guys are up against. Shout out to you, Uncle Charles. Appreciate you. Do we practice today? I don't think they practice today. Or if they do, then he hit somebody up. I think they got practice tomorrow though, but it's not open to the public. We don't have that media access. We underground over here. We the raw report, not law report. The raw report. Third and fourth handed information. But you got people from 105.3 The Fan. They give you first-hand information like Fisher and Jeff and Broadus and all of those boys. And also 1310 The Ticket. They get some information out there for the nation. And then y'all can jump over there and get that. Albert says, Law, are we keeping 5 or 6? I think we went over this one before, right? One of these guys got to do special team. So we already know Amari Cooper, shout out to him. He's a dog. He's locked in, right? Gallup and Lamb, those three right there, all three of those guys are locked in. I'm not really – and then, of course, Cedric Wilson, that's 4. Noah Brown will make it 5. Is Noah Brown locked in, Cowboy Nation? Yeah, it's HBO day. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, it's going to be on tonight. Danucci's not getting cut. Yeah, Danucci not getting cut, man. Friend of the family, Yeah. Let me see. Yeah. Mr. James says James Bond 007. Okay. He should be. So Noah Brown, he's safe. And he's special teams guy, by the way, 85. I don't know why he had a case of drops, but I think that the other kid makes this team. Simi.
Separate the wheat from the chaff. Contenders from pretenders. We dim boys.
Appreciate you, Ash. Appreciate you. You're right. 85 not getting cut from Mike Meticulous. Nah, he ain't getting cut because he knows those corners too much, He been around too long. Yeah, Richardson says separate the wheat from the chaff. So you got to figure it out. You do. And in this situation, Cowboy Nation, when we digest all of this stuff, Simi Fehoko, he will be your 6th wide receiver. He'll be your extra guy. But they're going to look him in the eye and say, hey, if I'm coach, although he might have made the team, but I'm coach, I'm going to get up under his skin just a little bit and say, yeah, look at those other guys got hurt. I was gonna send you packing, but you made the team. The other guy, Malik Turnout, hurt. He got a little turf toe or something happened like that. Turner was our guy, but you made the team. You lucked up. We're gonna see how hungry. Little reverse psychology him up a little bit. Talk gritty and dirty to him a little bit. Nasty to him. Yeah. So A1 will be the 6th receiver. Coach can do it. Look, coach can do it either that way, or he can do it this way. Hey man, I was fighting for you, man. I was fighting for you. Coach wanted to get rid of you. He said that, man, we wasted this pick, and I put my name on the chopping block to keep you on this team. 8-1. Yeah. That's what the positioning coach can say. That's what he can say, man, or the wide receiver coach. Yeah, Dallas Cowboy, yeah, you got lucky, man. I fought for you, man. So whenever he F up, you can always go to him and be like, hey, I fought for you. Or you can just whisper in, hey, man, you dropped that ball again. My name, this is how I'm going to put food on the table for Ashaniqua and Pookie and Ray Ray. Huh? Come on, man. Catch the ball next time. And all his career, he be thinking like, dog, I got to catch this for law, man. That positioning coach. Oh, my goodness. Let me know if I'm lying. Would Anthony Brown be a surprise cut? This is from Asmodeus. It's hard, man. It's hard to talk ill will of Anthony Brown when we get out there to practice. He's the first one there. He's on the starting rotation. We sit here and just can't wait till the second team and third team rotation come about. Because when we see the first team rotation, we see, 30 out there. And Lamb is like, yeah, Lamb is pretty much Anthony Brown's father. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, George Perez. Navel, what the deal is with him. This is from Fred Jeff. I think that Gallimore is going to take a minute. And we know our beloved Cowboys are in a pickle because we don't go out there and do acquisitions as relates to the older people long in the tooth, nor get somebody that's young. We really don't do it until we really got our back up against the wall, which could be a brilliant philosophy from the Stephen Jones administration. But I just think that they're waiting for all of these waves of cuts. And they're gonna look through all of them, sort out those that they should keep or those who they should bring in for that cup of coffee, and then they were sorted out from there. Now, after week 1, this is just my philosophy because we know how coy they are with the money. They like to hold on to it like my precious, which I don't doubt it. You know, I don't doubt them on that part of it, Cowboy Nation, by the way. That's good accounting principles. Good accounting principles. But after week 1, veterans' contract is not guaranteed for the entire year. Choctaw says Hooker and KZ not going anywhere, not this season at least. Yeah, I mean, Choctaw, man, your boy Malik Hooker, man, you was right all along. You're like, hey, man, this dude going to be fantastic for the Dallas Cowboys. Not just because, you root for him because of what college he went to. But you're right, man. The dude came out there. I was looking at it like this. Maybe week 4, week 5, you see Malik Hooker. A lie. Malik Hooker showed up yesterday, and what I was looking for, forget the coverage ability. I was going to look to see whether or not his feet is available to come down to field, right? So some of those running plays, although you're not allowed to tackle to the ground, I saw the pursuit and chase. I was like, yeah, he might be ready week 1. He might be ready. 49ers, Xavier says, Pickens says the 49ers or the Winers have a good defensive line. Yeah. If they cut one of their guys, then you call Jerry Wayne and say, hey, pick up the phone. You need some more salt for that McGriddle? Pick up the phone, man. We got you. Get them likes up, people. Appreciate you, Dallas Cowboy. Appreciate you. That's a cold-blooded YouTube name, by the way. You catfished the hell out of me one time. I said, whoa. I said, man. Shoot. Yeah, you ain't got no verified number right there by it. But shout out to you, man. I love that name. Law, do you know if there is a way to watch the Texas game live, if possible? Where are you located at? Oh, I supposed to set that up for you guys this weekend. Okay, I'm gonna figure out what time the game will be, and I'll see what I can do for you. But it'll probably be delayed. Just bear with me, okay? Miss Scott and Pro, appreciate you. Thank you so much for your love and adulation for the nation. Appreciate you. Mike Meticulous says more salt for the McGriddle. Yeah. I mean, what weird food item he's going to eat tonight? I'm sitting here like, when Hard Knocks come on tonight, I'm just looking for Jerry to see what he's going to put on his oodles and noodles, you know. That y'all see, like there was this little trend that was going around or viral video Shout out to Tabitha Brown, I think her daughter put her up on putting mustard on a watermelon. I was like, who does that? Like, that's crazy. Nick says, Law, is there any way we cut Darian Thompson? He's Boise, man. He ain't going nowhere, fam. He's Boise State. He ain't going nowhere. I think that they're gonna they figure out a way to move some stuff around on the roster. If they do cut him, I'll do a video and say, "Oh, I cannot believe it." William Rambo says Noah need to go. Yeah. My thing is with Noah, he was pretty decent last season when his number was called. Not like he's a world athlete as it relates to the Dallas Cowboys wide receivers coming off the bench, but I just think that he's serviceable enough, and don't sleep on Noah Brown's special teams ability. Yeah, maybe Brian Bradford said maybe Jerry go to a 7-Eleven and get some wine. Jerry Wine Jones. Yeah. Yeah, Jerry Wild, man. He's a maverick at heart, man. He's a maverick, man. He goes against the grain. And, hey, when we was out there at practice, I just wish I can show some of you guys the clips. But if you go to my Instagram and click on the storyline for your mind, you'll just hear like the explosion. If you was out there in practice yesterday in Frisco, you'll hear the explosion of everybody saying, Jerry, 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 Jerry. I was like, man, is this Springer? You know what I'm saying?
I want me some glory hole.
Yeah. And Jerry just noise coming everywhere, man, with Jerry, And I believe Jerry brings that type of just flavor that no other owner brings. That flavor right there is crazy. Old guy just limping out there on the field and climbing up those stairs and giving a speech and couldn't hear a word he was saying because everybody was just yelling, Jerry, Jerry. Cut JJ, no, Jerry Wayne and things ain't going nowhere. Look, y'all think it's crazy if you own a chicken shack, make some chicken wings that called Jerry Wayne and things. Them things going to sell off the shelf. Jerry Wayne and things. Yeah. Keith, appreciate you, Wiseman. But Jerry, for his age and for what he do, he putting all that salt on the McGriddle, he walked up there easily and gave his speech, and shout out to him. And one thing I do notice is that I got so much footage from myself when I was out there. I didn't really have to do it because the Cowboys cameras are so wet at that stadium. It's so wet. It's wet. Go check out like the live features of the game or the practice. They have 4K, 8K, man, everything, man. Just pure. You can just touch the player, Every good angle. But the only thing is they got the close up, so you can't see the play as it developed. But if you check out my 12-minute video of the observation, that was just a piece of it because that was me shaving off a 50-minute video into a 12-minute video and primarily focusing in on the defense. Offense is allegory, or offense is a story of another story, because you really can't gauge this offense outside of the individuals. Where my water at? Throat getting dry a little bit, parched a little bit. Hold on right quick, Cowboy Nation. Hold on. Yeah, David, it's wet like water, baby. What's your opinion on the offense? That's a good segue, Sean King. Stagnant at best. Did I say it? How many times I said it? Jeez. Stagnant. It's a stagnant offense. It's what this offense look like? Just if you guys, I'm gonna give you guys my raw opinions on it. This offense remind me of the bread at the bottom, that booty end that nobody want. Believe it or not, it's just how this offense looked to me without 4 under center. It's like, yeah, nothing to be like all in all of. It just, it's a meh type of offense, man. It ain't nothing to be like, wow, man, when we get that. But you see more of playmakers making plays. Like Amari Cooper, he owns the slants. Right? He's like Amari Cooper. You see Amari Cooper on slant, he'll win it. That's individualism. There ain't nothing to do with scheme or schematics. Let me just being real with you. You know, y'all want me to lie, kick it? Man, this offense is amazing. It's so amazing. Oh, man, this offense is amazing. No, I can't do that to y'all. Only thing that I'm seeing that is out of the norm is like CeeDee Lamb climbing the ladder, you know, pulling the ball out of the sky. And keep in mind, just for me to preference this, and I'm not selling or denigrating the offensive coordinator or anybody out there, maybe, just maybe, they just being vanilla and coy. They don't want to show everybody what they do. That could be the situation and scenario. Yeah, Greg Berry got the right mindset. Just throw the ball to CD. Nothing creative. Hey, that's a 9 route or that's a post. There you go. CD Lamb, reach out and grab it. Oh, go ahead, the AI. I think the AI that made a contribution here. Shout out to you, Coop 19. What do you think of Rosen? Josh Rosen. Hold on right quick. Hold on right quick, Cowboy Nation. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm still here. Okay, now I'll be back. Yeah. What we got over here? Coop 19 said, "What do you think about Rosen?" I don't know. I'm gonna answer that question in a few. Yeah, the booty end of the bread. Yeah, like before I get into the Rosen conversation. I'm trying to help everybody out with this offense. I just believe that without your playmakers, without a Lamb, without Amari Cooper, without Gallup, and I know somebody can argue the same thing if it was any other team without their stars, that they won't be anything, right? But without those guys being able to make their spectacular plays, I just don't think that this offense can go, especially with the backup quarterbacks that we got. Outside of Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard being amazing, I just don't see this offense rolling and moving. So you got to literally have those guys to make special plays and make these type of situations, one-on-one, winning their one-on-ones and doing their things. But all I'm seeing is this offense being a vertical offense. It's a vertical style of offense. I don't see, and it could be just me just letting you guys know this too quickly, but I just don't see this offense being that much of a threat without number 4. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, Cowboy Nation. 4 makes this offense juice. It make everything go. But without him, we that booty end of the bread, like Moving the Chain said. Yeah, without Dak, without 4. Dink and dunk is what I see. It's Sean King. Yeah. And this is not me to sully or denigrate Kellen Moore. Like I said, he could be coy with his notes. He could be withholding information and saying, I don't want to show everybody everything, right? That could be the situation. As Modia says, that's not good law. I'm just saying. Yo, it's just the only way I can put it out there. Yeah. Shout out to you, Brown. Was it Lamb Brown? Without the B. I don't know. I don't call you lame. How you say that? Lam Brown. Appreciate you, man. for the donation, man. How you pronounce that? What's up, Law? Huge Cowboy fan. Appreciate you, man. I'm a huge U fan, you know. Dallas, Texas, currently living in Germany. Okay. Appreciate you, man. All the way from Germany. From Dallas. KD, what's good? Do anybody got a rebuttal to my stance on his offense, though? Yannick, I'm going to see if I can yell out all of the people that they cut again. But it's pinned to the top on my YouTube page. Y'all not mad? Y'all okay? Are y'all okay with me saying that the offense is kind of like, without Lamb and Coop, and, you know, it's just like, yeah. The Night Owl Cowboy. Shout out to you, Chris, the Night Owl. Appreciate you. Simi will be the 6th wide receiver, I believe. I think that the other guys, Osiris Mitchell, he looked lost at time. So he's eventually going to get the axe. And shout out to him, man. You know, I hope all is well with him. There's still a future in line for him. You know, practice squad. There's nothing wrong with being on the practice squad. There are numerous of guys that fought themselves off the practice squad, made it to the biggest roster of their lives and never looked back. Never looked back. To answer my guy's question way up top about Josh Rosen, you know, let me go all the way up. What do you think about Rosen as a backup? Coop 19.
What do you think of Rosen as a backup?
There you go. I think that Rosen is better than Cooper Rush. Do anybody agree? Mamba Fishing, appreciate you. I think that he's better than DiNucci.
What's up, Law? I'm a huge Cowboys fan, original from Dallas, Texas, currently in Germany. How about them Cowboys?
Appreciate you. My AI is a little behind. She needs some virtual coffee. So as she go get that, really appreciate you guys for making the donation to help elevate this nation right here, Cowboy Nation.
Brown and Eagles gone. Dixon still alive.
Let me tell you why Dixon is alive. He's a guy that can take the top off the defense. They like that part of his game. As you can see, he elevated from the third
Law,
to the
I
second.
need a real analysis on Jalen Smith. Is he washed or will he show up?
Oh, yeah, Jalen Smith is on his team. There's a play in practice that I can show you guys that he had a sack, but you can't touch the quarterback. So they just utilize him, think north and south. That's what they're going to do with him. What I was talking about, Rosen, right? But should we bring him in? There are other equipped quarterbacks that you can bring in outside of Rosen. Just got to be patient with it. The Cowboys may live on the edge and just go with Dak and Gilbert. But I forgot. DiNucci is a part and a friend of the family. So if I'm a betting man, the Cowboys are going to go with the 3 quarterbacks. Dak, Gilbert, DiNucci. Cooper Rush, they're going to talk to him and say, hey, we love you. Don't lose our number, but we're going to have to let you go. Now, the thing is with Dixon, the only battle cry, they need somebody to do special teams this weekend. So this is his last run. He can't fumble the ball. He got to stop dropping the ball, and he got to make a big play against the Texans. He do. If he want to play in the National Football League with the silver and blue on, he got to do something spectacular. Can't press it, though. So Johnny got to show up and show out. He had a brilliant opportunity last week, right? Last preseason game. Couldn't bring it in. Kelly says no to Rosen. All right, and then somebody said real analysis of Jalen. Let me jump back on that one. Appreciate you for the donations here. And this is from Elmatic. Shout out to you, Kelly, for the donation as well. Brown and Eagles gone. Yeah, Kyron Brown and Brennan Eagles gone. Dixon still alive. All right, so Elmatic. Jalen Smith. Utilize him in these ways, and you will not have an issue. Blitz, come downhill, hit, don't drop him in coverage. And in a situation, if he do have to be in coverage, if he do have to, make sure that you have something or someone over the top. It's not his fault, you know what I'm saying? That he can't do so. He's got limitations, man. But you got to figure out how to use your strength and then focus in on that. Straight line speed is still there. Physical size is still there. When he pop you, you will feel it. He still got that, Cowboy Nation. His enthusiasm. He's well liked in the locker room. All of those things count, and I believe like he's a good person off the field. So all of those things added together, and he is in bed with Jerry Jones as it relates to business. So I think that all of those things count. He makes this team, and it will be foolish for the Cowboys to eat that money now. I do know I had a call-in show. People were like, man, gone. I forgot my dog name, but he's like, gone. Get rid of him, Scoot. Save some cap. Yeah, I see you. I feel you, Mamba. Yeah. Let me see. I think I read somebody said this. This shirt actually, Cowboys own all shades of blue, basically. I think Cowboys, sometimes their socks this color, right, of my shirt. It's a dry fit shirt. So, Alyssa Saxville says, I'm looking for your comment, yeah. It says Law's Secret Titans fans look at that blue. Yeah, no. You know, Cowboys, we own all blue. You know what I'm saying? And we the only team. Like, can somebody solve the mystery? Are the Dallas Cowboys pants green or the metallic silver, gray? Who knows the true color of the Dallas Cowboys pants? Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Jacob, of course, again, Sewo got cut. Reggie Robinson got cut. Brennan Eagles got cut. Anthony Hines got cut. He was undrafted. And Eagles was undrafted, by the way. And Kyron Brown got cut. You know, all of those boys got cut. Brian Bradford, Reggie Davis, he still got one life left. He got one. Oh, no, listen, I know. I'm just playing with you. Yeah, I know. You know, I got thick skin over here. I know you just messing. But that was an understatement that Cowboys got all shades of blue, though. Casimir says, 44 says Rosen equals trash. Watch football, people. Bruce says blue grayish. Yeah. Tex Rams, it was his ideal. But from afar, they do look grayish. But I believe as you get close up to them, you see the green tint in it. Keep in mind, due to the modern day HD and all of this stuff, it started to be a little bit more noticeable that those pants are kind of greenish, got a greenish tint to it. Eric Roy says, what do you think about T.J. Vasher? Shout out to T.J. Vasher. I got a clip of him talking, and he was able to sign a hat the other day. Hold on. He was able to sign a hat, and him and Randy Gregory, those two guys was sitting together, and not gonna say what we said, but yeah, I think that he got a sponsor in the building, basically. Hopefully, T.J. Vasher, they can squeeze and sneak him on the practice squad. That would be the ideal for him. Then next year, he just come out guns a-blazing. Yeah. And shout out to Michael Parsons' mom. And they were pretty cool yesterday. Got a chance to hang briefly out with them, and she said that she watched and listened to Law Nation, so that made a big smile and a grin come on my face, like, yeah, I said, your boy's pretty good. And she said, yeah, I subscribe to your YouTube channel, so shout out to her. And as well, no cap, by the way, Cowboy Nation. If y'all know her personally, y'all can say, yeah, do you watch Law Nation? He was on the YouTube and Facebook saying that you do.
Law, can I hear the smoke weed every day chant?
Yeah, most certainly. Hey, and speaking of that, shout out to
Smoke weed every day.
Randy Gregory, father. You know, he hit me up and he pointed me out, and hell, I wasn't even ready. Asked Sky, we were sitting there walking, and he said, Law Nation. Law Nation. I said, whoa, yeah, man. Big guy, man. That's where Randy get his size from. Is from his father. He's a big guy. He's bigger than his father bigger than him, So these are good, well-rounded people, and they watch the show. So that's a good thing. So they probably be part of the notification squad. Appreciate your Savage Time. Hey, Law, big time. No. You guys are big time. But to give insight to Randy Gregory, short story, by the way, I'm going to have to figure out how I can put some of that on the video airway. Because, out there, if you was out there, they got so much loud music in the background. And they were playing Lil Baby and Da Baby almost at the same time, And you really can't play the clip live because, I don't own rights to the music. So it's one of those situations. But to paraphrase what Randy Gregory was saying as Skywalker was talking to him, he was saying that basically, I'm not going to get into details of his foot situation because it's all healed now. But what Randy Gregory was saying to Sky was like, yeah, you about to turn up this year, right? Don't let them shortchange you. He was like, nah. I'm paraphrasing. Nah, I ain't gonna let them shortchange you. Then Sky said, yeah, you gonna go to the Pro Bowl this year. And then, of course, somebody yell out, nah, all pro, which is better, right? And I said, man, Gregory, you about to get 11 sacks. And he looked up, smiled, let the AI speak.
OMG, how adorable is 11's mom? Love seeing her on Hard Knocks. Beautiful and so full of joy. I want a Twitter follow from Mama 11, Blue Heart, Football, Blue Heart, Football, Blue Heart.
Yeah, I'm going to see if she watched this episode and put a timestamp to this moment right here. Appreciate you moving the chain, Rika. I really appreciate you so much for that, your love and adulations. Yeah, she is a wonderful person. She's a wonderful person, and either I'm just super short or she's super tall lady, by the way. So that's where Parson get his height from. And bubbly, lovely smile, and just good people. And she was sitting there watching her son the entire day. That's life right there. Going to the game, grew up loving the Cowboys, then having the ability in the situation to root for the Cowboys continuously, and to support and love of your child. And he stumbled over a play. And I said, get up, number 11. And she turned around and said, you right, Law. He better get up. I said, yeah, get up. It was a certain play that he stumbled and fell on the ground a little bit. And I yelled, I got some Mississippi mud for him if anything happened to him. I got some Mississippi mud. Y'all don't know about that mud. You put it on and it heals, magical powers. That's why my skin is smooth right now. I put the Mississippi mud on it. But to Randy Gregory's story, Randy Gregory, I said, man, you won't get 11 sacks. He said, no, man, I'm going to get more than that. So he's coming. I know talk is cheap, right? Actions, everything. Actions, everything. So we'll find out. I'm rooting for the guy. I think that R.J. Ochoa from Blogging the Boys, when he was on the show with The Final Word, with me, Boss Cowboy, as well as Big Game James, he said if he get more than 8 sacks this season, he owe us something. You know what I'm saying? Some Whataburger. So we counting on him we count on that more than 8 sacks this season, so we can get that Whataburger. Jacob says best all-around Cowboy team in a while. Best all-around Cowboy team in a while. All around, let me see. Yeah. All around, yeah. I'm thinking. From top to bottom, yeah. When the last time we had a good team, man, all around, like from start to finish? Like, was it the '08 Cowboys? '08? Like in every grouping, there was a good guy that was on the team. You had a guy that can blitz. You had a guy that can cover. Was it the '08? 'Cause although we didn't have the best record in '08, we had the best. Or was it '08 or '09? Somebody's picking my brain. 2016. I'm about to say 2016. 2016 was one of those years, whereas we had last place schedule, of course, you know, and that's only the difference of 2 games, by the way, but football games are important. But I don't think we had that impact player on the defensive side of the coin, right? They had our blemishes right there. 14 Cowboys. I don't know. Miss Scott and Pro says 06 through 09. Yeah, that's what I'm leaning on, like 06 through 09. Right. If you were to, like, say this Dallas Cowboys team versus like the 06 through 09 team, man, that would be a good battle, man. Somebody go simulate that on Madden, see what you come up with. Do it about 4 or 5 times. Simulate that thing. 2017 had 14 Pro Bowlers. Oh, wow. That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot of Pro Bowlers, man. When Wade Phillip was a coach, yeah, we had some good troops, man. Yeah. This is an 8-8 proven, yeah, differently, yeah. Because, see, I like it because there will no longer ever be another 8-8 team, right? Is either. That's why I like it. This is what the NFL need to keep it just like this. Don't try to add an extra game in. Either you're going to have a losing season or you're going to have a winning season. Unless you get 2 ties, and that's a whole nother cookie to crumble up, cookie to uncrumble, or however you want to call it, to uncrumble. However you, excuse my vernacular. Ms. Scotty Pro said this team don't want a day with the 2009 team. Yeah. Let me see. I'm going to go right here. 2009. Hold on. I'm going to type it in. Give me Dallas Cowboys roster. Y'all going way back. Some of these people weren't even born at that time. Okay. We had Tony Romo. And we had the young Marion the Barbarian. I remember Deion Anderson. Yeah, Deion Anderson. Yeah. He was a fullback. Miles Austin, Roy, Jason Witten, okay, Big Flo, Cal Kuzner, Andre Gerard. I'm looking at all of these little dots. See these little dots? I know you got to squint your eyes to see. But these little dots are Pro Bowlers, right? Jason Witten. That was young Jason Witten. Now, keep in mind, he had 94 catches, 1,000 yards, and 2 tubs that year. Roy had 38 catches and 596 yards and 7 tubs, right? I think our wide receiver core is better than the 09's roster, right? All right, so let me go down. Defensive-wise, they had Marcus Spears, Jay Ratliff, Igor, Anthony Spence, Brady James. I remember Keith Brookins. Was this the age? He was 34. Oh, wow. DeMarcus Ware, okay. He got injured that year. Mike Jenkins, Terrence Newman. No, okay, DeMarcus Ware had 11 sacks. Okay, now he wasn't injured, okay. 11 sacks, okay. That ain't bad, Cowboy Nation. Ken Hamlin, y'all remember him? I don't know, Cowboy Nation. we finished in 2009 11-5. So let's see. So was that second in defense and 14th in offense? 14th in offense, second in defense overall collectively. What y'all got? What y'all got over here? What y'all got over here? 2007 was better than 2009, not even close. Okay. Shall we keep, Cam says, shall we pick up Tim Tebow? No. Look up the 2006 roster. I will. Let me see. Bam. I want to keep this one here.
2007, double exclamation mark. 2008 was a total disaster, double exclamation mark.
Yeah, I mean, but the roster, though, with the roster before everything happened, I believe that's what we were talking about before everything kind of kicked off, Okay, so 07 we went 13-3. We were second in points, we were second in offense basically, and 13th in defense. That sound like, hey, who would like that for this Cowboys team, right? Would you be like 13th in defense? Is that right? If I'm reading this, I'm reading this right. 13 of 32. So we were 13th in defense, and we were second in points. I mean, like, give or take, we can go down the line. Yeah, I mean, I would take that. I'll take that. Tony Romo, Pro Bowl, Terrell Owens. He was 34 at the time. Whew. But he still did pretty good. 81 catches, north of 1,000 yards. Jason Witten, he had his catches. 96 catches for over 1,000 yards. Big Flo, he made it to the Pro Bowl that year. Gerard, see, people rained on Gerard. Gerard was making those Pro Bowls, man. And then we had Big Leonard Davis, right? Even Mark Colombo was out there still. All right, so Marcus Spears, Jay Ratliff, Chris Canty, who got him a Super Bowl ring, by the way, from the Giants, I believe. Greg Ellis. People, look, who would take this Greg Ellis stats to this day? He had 12.5 sacks. Would we love to see DeMarcus get this? Yeah. Woo! Yeah. 07, we was doing the thing, baby. We had Greg Ellis with 12.5 sacks. Well, we need to have this type of production. Then you look down, if you can squint your eyes and see, DeMarcus Ware had 14 sacks. This was your defense right here. Greg Ellis and DeMarcus Ware. Two of those bookends with those type of productions. I just think that, man, what happened in 2007, man? Oh, let me look at that was that the trip. That's when we went to was this Wade Phillips' first year? Yeah, Wade Phillips. So that was the what's your name, right? When we went to Cabo, right? That was a Cabo. Cabo really effed us up that bad. Yeah, it messed us up, man. Let me go Jay Ratliff. And he had 3 from the interior, the nose tackle. Think about this, man. 3 is pretty good from a nose tackle, positioning. And just keep in mind, this defense is pretty young because he was 26, 24. Chris Canty was 25 with 3.5 sacks and a forced fumble. Jay Ratliff had 2 forced fumbles. Man, Brady James had 3. Brady James, interior, inside linebacker, played all 16 games. Or started in all 16 games, 3 sacks and 3 fumbles. Recovered, I believe that's recovered right there. Let me see who else they had on there. That pass up the offense. Yeah, that's the offense there. Yeah, Big Flo, Miles Austin. Yeah, before he got his paper. Yeah. Who we had on special team? That's pretty dope, man. Y'all? Parcell, was it Parcells last year? But no, this was Parcells players, right? Yeah, 2007. See, Miss Scott and Pro, they just lost their focus, man. They lost their focus, man. Elmatic says Greg still was bad pick over Randy. I think Greg Ellis was just a solid guy, but Randy was like spectacular. Offense get all of the jury, all of the shine, and that's just how it happened from there. Miles Austin, is that pre or post Kim Kardashian? Yeah, you know, when you get that money, those Kardashians look. Jessica Simpson missed Romo up. Yeah, he messed Romo up. Yeah. So, are we closer? This team. Let me see if I can type in this right here. 2021 Dallas Cowboys roster. Let's see if they pull up on this thing. They probably ain't gonna pull up yet. Nah, they ain't gonna pull that one up.
Look up the 05 squad and check out how many head coaches got developed under Parcells.
05? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna look that up right quick. 2005 Dallas Cowboys roster. You went all the way back though. All right, bam, let's go. I think coaching should be way at the bottom, huh? Y'all bear with me. But we was 9-7 in 05, right? And we were 12th in defense, 15th in offense. That's a 8-8 type of stuff, right? You right in the middle. Drew Bledsoe, baby. Julius Jones. Oh my goodness. Keyshawn. Y'all remember that? Oh my goodness. Dan Campbell, he's a coach for right now, so that's not bad. And Greg Ellis still had 8 sacks that season. Let me see what D-Ware had 8 sacks, so yeah, it wasn't that bad. Why are we looking up this? Oh, you talking about coaching? Okay. And they're going to give me the breakdown of coach. Give me 1 second. Let me do this. I can't spell. Good. There we go.
I still have Romo fumbled snap PTSD.
I feel you, though. We all do. Do you remember the person that tackled Romo, by the way? If you remember that name, put that name in the chat. I think it's like Babineau or something like that. It's weird spelling. And I can't do this one on the fly. The coaching is just too deep. It's too immersed with all of this information. But I'll do that homework another day. Appreciate you for the donation to tell me to look up the coaching. All right, so yeah, I think I typed in coaching staff and it just didn't want to pull it up right then and there for some reason. Chad Brown, no. Was Chad Brown the guy that made the tackle on Romo when he was running? He was close to the end zone. Neither here nor there, Cowboy Nation. I'm going to try one more time. 2005 Dallas Cowboys coaching. 2005 Dallas Cowboys coaches. Let's see if it pop up. Maybe it's another website I can do. Coaching tree. All right. It's a weird website here. All right. Minnesota Vikings. Okay. Sean Payton. Dan Campbell. Whoever this guy is. Where's his name at? Coaches somewhere in Memphis. This guy. Todd Bowles. Where's this guy name at? Mike. Is it Mike McIntyre? Something like that? Defensive coordinator for Memphis. Dan Campbell again. Paul. How do you say that man's last name? Anthony Land. Oh, okay. That explains that situation what Jerry did for him a couple of years ago. Tony Sperano. Okay. Todd Bowles. Okay. You're right. That's a lot. Look. Now let's find Jason Garrett coaching tree. How many people came from up under him? Hey, you're right, man. Shoot. Hey, you're right. There's a lot of good coaching to come out of that 2005 tree or from Bill Parcells. Coaching do matter, man. I believe coaching sets the tone. I believe coaching is the lifeblood of players. You know, to this day, I still remember things that my coach installed into me. So it is what it is. It speaks volumes. This is what Jennifer says. The entire team never went to the house to the middle of the 2016 when we were losing the team. Oh, Jennifer, you got to put me in on what y'all was talking about. Yeah. Michael Parson is our game changer. Justin Babineau. Yeah, that's the Jordan Babineau. You know, that's the guy that caused the fumble. You're right. Sean Payton is enough said. This is from down south hunting and fishing. Yeah, Sean Payton, man. Sean Payton. Todd Bowles and all of those boys, man, and Anthony Land, all of those guys doing a great job of coaching. And it's one of those things, Cowboy Nation, where we can go back and forward and talking about this. Nevertheless, Cowboy Nation, I really appreciate you guys for tuning in for this episode. It's the top of the hour. I got a split. But we will be live a little later on today, the final word. Be sure to hit me up and join that notification squad so we can get this conversation going. I don't know what the topic is going to be tonight, but stick around and stay tuned. For those who are just now jumping in, if you're on my YouTube page, at the top, those are the names of the players that have been cut today. It's cut day, baby. And it is what it is. These guys, is not the end of their life. It's not the end of their career. Some of these guys going to bounce back and be stronger. Some of this is going to be their vitamin. Let no be your vitamin type of situation. And they're going to work harder. They're going to become bigger, stronger, and faster from here. Reggie Robinson is one of the guys that was cut. Sewo, the fullback, 45, he was one that was placed on IR, and you can't play for the full season, so you might as well say that he was cut. Anthony Hines, who I think started off pretty well during the training camp, he just got injured, man. He hurt. So, he was placed on that situation too. So they really want him back next season. Kyron Brown, he's gone, and Brennan Eagles, he's gone. Big physical wide receiver. I'm quite sure once he cleared waivers, they probably say, hey, man, come on down over here, man. Come on down over here and join the practice squad. We really like you, And Semi Fihoku, we like him too. We just like him a little bit better. But see what you can bring to the table that's better than him next season, right? So that's how this thing is going to work out. And I believe that one of these guys will get a phone call in the near future. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. My name is Law Nation. Let's continue to grind and shine, baby. Let's go. We're going to get on out of here. But before I go, man, I got to play this right quick. Formulate your mind to it. Yeah. You learn more. You learn more from your failures than your success. Let me repeat. You learn more from your failures than your success. Right? Cowboy Nation. You may be traveling somewhere and you get lost. But sometimes you got to slow down, pull over to the side, and just regroup. And that's what I'm saying with these 5 guys. Nevertheless, those that's on this team now, I'm talking about those that's on this team right now, they need to be inspired by this. They need to say, hey, I got another chance at this. The world is at my fingertips. And I can make it happen in the next practice, or in this preseason game. So if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time and your peace and your sleep for it, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired of it, and it makes you hold all of other things tawdry and cheap for it, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you'll gladly go out there and sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all terror of God or man for it, if you will simply, just simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength and sagacity, with faith, hope, and confidence and stern pertinacity. If neither cold, poverty, or famish, or fame, or sickness, or body, or brain can turn you away from the thing you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset it with the help of almighty Cowboy Nation, you will get it. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, but the best.
I want me some glory hole.
This is Sparta!
You get nothing.
Yeah. Let's go, baby. Appreciate everybody for jumping in and tuning in, baby. Shout out time. Put down where you guys are from. Yeah,
nowadays,
come
nothing
on.
really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's I got wifey on bling and she
Hard Knocks tonight, right? It's already out. Shout out to all of the bootleggers out there if you already got it. Let's go.
Whole team here might need some. Still young, but I move like a new deal to
Let's
my
go get
lawyers.
that ring, Cowboy Nation. It's possible.
I'm just warming up, but wait till I old producers saw the numbers
Once.
different colors in my baggy light. Chalk it up, talk
Come on.
of the town where you're talking up. Wanna get you a ring and you talking
Appreciate
up.
all of
Wanna
the
get you
fire
things where your
and
pockets
desire.
Run it up. I used to be quiet.
Shout out to
out of
Oak
luck. Now
Cliff.
I'm up and move humble cause the
Yeah.
hate and the jealousy. My mama telling me count up your blessings and run it up. Nowadays nothing really
Yeah.
excites me. Only one of me and
Oak
nobody
Cliff
like
up
me.
in the house.
Ringing and I
Let me
tell
know
them
who
it's
runs
I got
Oak
wifey
Cliff.
on bling and she
Shout out to you.
Photo, please.
Yeah,
No photos,
come on.
Jeez,
Vegas, I see ya.
Please, no photos. I keep giving game
Justin
away.
Valentine. What's good for your
I got paid
mind?
to play today. I get paid
Yeah.
to stay away. I get paid on rainy days.
Rainy
I might
days.
make it rain today.
Doctor, what's good?
I got paid off pain today. Thought to take the pain away. In my
Dayton,
own lane,
Ohio.
Road. I would never sell my only soul. Heard your whole team was for sale. Heard it's
Not
on the market
ours.
for the low.
Come on.
Who the realest we might never
Shout
know.
out to Boss
On
Man
the second
Fat.
you go play a role.
Nashawn
Give you the
Wright.
world when they sign
Yeah.
you up. Try you out and then they line you up. Ooh, now you're
Steve.
looking hungry, ribs are touching me
Morning,
some food.
Texas.
Now you're all
Yeah.
on live acting surprised, but you was
Come on.
fooled. Boy, get out the way, it's been a day, now you're old news. Now
Yeah.
you got the pen and pad, you're trying to take
Tell
my
'em.
move. I ran up a check, I might
Yeah.
do it again.
Do it again,
Enemies
baby.
close, had me thinking they're friends.
Jerry
10
Wine
toes down, I'll be free
Jones.
until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe
Yeah.
in my hands. Took so
Christopher,
many
I
years,
see
I'm
you,
just
fam.
waiting for the wins.
Y'all
I'm
be
just
sure
one, but the one who took
to
my
share this
sins.
content.
I do it for real, it's no reason to pretend.
If you have
I do it
not
once, I do it again.
like this content so far,
Bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. You matter what.
if you're not subscribed to the nation so far,
Euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me.
what's going on with y'all, man?
Add it up. Everything
you don't
is
like the
on me,
nation.
gon' back it
You
up.
must be out of your goddamn mind.
Maryland in the house. Shout out to you. Idaho.
I do roll like a Mac
Boise.
truck. Cold heart, I'm a cop a farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold hearted,
Come
now
on
I'm
now.
back up. Keep it real, I do this once a month. I
It's a
don't rap
party,
much.
baby.
I just take the money and go stack up.
Stack
Only
up.
buying car cards to get tatted up.
Come on.
All that other bull, it don't matter much. You only climb me, I put the ladders up. No fault, I done doubled up.
Darren,
on the
what's good?
workload.
Let's
I
go.
think I fell in love with the
QBO,
bankroll.
88,
Pray
lay it
up,
straight.
get money, then we lay
Can
low.
we tell him?
Then we lay low. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me.
I'm gonna get on out of here, Cowboy Nation. But in the meantime, in the between time, I really appreciate you guys for yours. Let's go.
I'm just doing
Let's go,
me,
baby.
everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Told her if it's all me, everything
As
is
the
on
world
me. Gon' back it
spin.
up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do.
Hey, Jacktown in the house, I see you. Shout out to the 601s, the 662s. Let's go. The grind for your mind, Mike. Appreciate you. Shout out to you, Cole. I see you, though. Worldwide. You see one of the greatest running backs of all time. Nobody got more rushing yards than him. 22. Go. Lee Grant, I see you, fam. Hey. Oh. Hey. Gonna have to light it up tonight. Catch 22. I see you. Ready, red.
Don't let the street lights hit you all alone.
Don't let it.
You know it's dangerous to go alone.
Hold your drinks up.
Don't let the street lights hit you. Can I be your
Come on.
player too? I'll follow.
Come on. Shout out to,
You go.
and I mean this, the original 88. Drew. Let's go.
Player too.
Let the world spin. Yep.
7 years of perfect love. 7 more and another one. And another one. Finding you was the one I lost. 7 wonders all in one. All in one. Don't let the street lights hit you all alone. You know it's dangerous to go alone. Don't let the street lights hit you. Can I be your player too? I'll follow wherever you go, whatever you do. Player too, If a paper crane can fly, then forever doesn't feel
get
that far.
nothing.
So far, so
I want me
far.
some glory hole.
If a paper crane can fly, then forever doesn't feel that far. So far, so far. If a paper crane can fly, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on.
You have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you're going to meet, who you're going to meet, who you're going to meet.